So currently on Project Nerdy, we are talking about musicals, but I'm not a fan of musicals whatsoever. I really just do not find them entertaining. I find them pretty boring most of the time, actually. So I've decided to do a wildcard video this week and talk about something different. But if you'd like to get my feelings on musicals, I'd encourage you to watch Rev's video that he posted earlier on this same theme. His opinions on musicals match up with mine very closely. So I'll just put a link to that in the description box below. Check out his video. So what I decided to talk about is a form of literature that I'm really very passionate about, and that's locally published books. I think this is a genre that often gets overlooked because a lot of times the big national chain bookstores just don't carry them. And what I mean by locally published books is fiction and nonfiction. So nonfiction side, a lot of great authors will put a lot of work into writing history books about the community they live in, be it maybe the founding of the city, some interesting figures that lived in the area, maybe the history of a building or an industry. And a lot of times these are very, very interesting because they really help you develop a deeper connection to the community you live in. And often this is a part of history that most people do not know because most schools, they focus more on teaching you history at a state and national and worldwide level. And local community history often gets ignored. So I have a real passion for local history. And I feel like anytime I read a local history book, I really develop a really strong connection to where I live. So these are just a couple of examples. This is a history book that an individual wrote about the county I live in. And then also nearby where I live was a large collection of cotton mills, and this person wrote a history of the cotton mills and how it developed the people that worked there, what their life was like. And it really helped me develop, wow, this is industry that's died out where I live now. So I get a little glimpse back into the past with that. And of course there's a lot of great locally published fiction works, and this is an example of one of those. And oftentimes I find I really enjoy these books on a completely different level than big nationally published books, because often these books are set in the community I live in, and the authors coming from the same place I did. A lot of times they went to the same school, or they do the same things for entertainment. They're coming from a very similar viewpoint than I have, so a lot of times you can connect with them on a different level than you can with a big national novel where you really don't have much in common with the author. I'd encourage you to check out your local independent bookstore. Often they have a great selection of locally published books. Sometimes the big chains will devote a little small space to that, but independent bookstores are always a great bet when looking for locally independent books. My nerdy pleasure this week was going to see World War Z. Very excited to see it. I really enjoyed it a lot. I did a review of the movie on my personal channel, so I'll put a link to that in the description box below. My question to the viewers this week is, what's a local point of interest to the community you live in? So for example, for mine, the high school I went to is also the same high school that the actor who played Sawyer on the TV show Lost graduated from. So that's my little point of interest for my local community. What's yours? Let me know in the comment section below. And lastly, Danny, sorry I have to do this, but I do have to punish you. I know it really wasn't completely your fault. It was more of a glitch. You did a video, didn't post on the right day, but rules are rules. So you know that one of my favorite videos you ever did was the one in the library with the note cards. So my punishment for you is to do a future video on this channel in the upcoming weeks with the note cards. I really look forward to seeing that, Danny. Again, I'm sorry I had to punish you, but hey. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you the next time.